So something's been bothering me. That AI trailer made by Snail Games for ARK Aquatica, it was made by a person who got paid for it. It was made by a person who generates a monthly income from putting in AI prompts to allow a trailer to be created in front of their very eyes in representation of the product they're attempting to sell. Of course, we all know how that trailer went down. But the fact is, somebody out there is being paid up to 90 grand a year to do these AI trailers for Snail Games. Now, you couple that with some marketing budget, let's at the very least say 10 grand. We know it's probably more than that, and we can probably estimate that phenomenal AI trailer that doesn't represent ARK in the slightest cost at least 100 grand of Snail's money, and by proxy, your money. And combined with all of the criticism I and many of you out there dealt to this trailer, with a few responses, why are you critiquing this at all? There was, believe it or not, a few people out there that saying that. It was time to put my money where my mouth was and see if I could attempt to make some AI trailer myself, but actually at least representative of ARK in some shape or form. Now, fair warning before we get into this, I do not condone AI trailer creation. I think it's a terrible practice. It takes away jobs, especially looking at the talented production team at Wildcard, and we should never be supportive of this practice. But I needed to know, was this the very best somebody out there could actually make? So, seeing that the AI trailer had absolutely nothing to value in representing what ARK is all about, okay, apart from the spawn animation that was in the introduction, but that was filmed on the island, and I don't know why they dropped it in there. That has nothing to do with Aquatica. The only reference pieces we've got are the in-game screenshots, still images, and the trailer that Snail Games produced at GDC in a showcase to the few people that got to watch that privately, though there was a stream and everybody else got to watch it anyway. And then by some miracle, we got a weigh-in of the press kit and was able to distribute that trailer anyway to everybody to see. But the fact is, that trailer, that in-game trailer, is pretty unusable too, because every single framing, timing, sequence within this trailer just doesn't work in the slightest. It's really bizarre, with randomly still moments just looking at absolutely nothing, and then panning, taking out most of the action sequences in shot. It's a kind of blink and you miss it moment, not really focusing on much, no centralized piece. We see different new assets being thrown in left, right and center, and then quickly veering off cam whilst we're panning around to focus on absolutely nothing with some awful shaky cam, to then finish on a very static logo reveal. All combined with completely the wrong music, using the spawn animation that we all know. We want some theatrical Coca level productions, right? And then later on some bubble-filled floaty Journey's End mixed towards the latter part of the trailer. So most of this is also pretty unusable. Therefore, if we're going to go down the AI route anyway, the best way to try and at least create anything is by simply using stills, using the stills of the screenshots that we got given within the press kit, and maybe grab a few stills of this trailer to try and construct piece together. Which leaves us with a few options, seeing that we've got no actual access to ARK Aquatica and we've got to somehow animate these stills to look cinematic. So we got looking at a variety of AI image to video websites with nothing really ticking the box and all feeling a little bit sussy and wanting to enter my details. So I defaulted to Adobe, seeing that I've got an Adobe subscription and they've got some up and coming AI software that again still feels pretty dirty to even use, but needed to know, could we make something better than that awful monstrosity? And Adobe Firefly, at the cost of a subscription, offers a service where you can simply drop in stills and enter some prompts to say, look, I want this image to be animated in this sort of direction, make it cinematic, make it vibey, make it do a few things like this, and press generate and see what happens. But obviously, with the knowledge of this needing to be at least some representation of ARK and the game you'd expect to be playing, this wasn't going to be easy, and we definitely encountered a few things that were obviously nothing to do with ARK and just some crazy wild sea creature phenomenons that I don't even believe you could witness in the sea yourself. But we stuck at it, trying to enter a variety of different prompts to at least offer something that looked like ARK, right? And piecing together still by still of the screenshots we've got, grabbing these screenshots we took of the trailer that I felt at least offered some composition. We got a row of them that I felt like I could piece together and work into something, but the main one is music, right? Music certainly makes ARK go round, and Gareth Coker delivers a wonderful selection, a wonderful library of scores for the previous ARK games that are out so far. And you know, maybe you forgot there are a bunch of underwater based OSTs that Gareth Coker has scored. Almost leaning into the Genesis 2 mission scores, I thought, hang on a minute, Genesis 1 had an ocean and the ocean biome had its own score. Does this work? Wasn't quite off the bat, but then going through all of the mission tunes, there was one quite obvious choice that had a bit of an aqua feel to it, kind of hit the right tones, nice and tranquil, calm, offering the feeling of floating through the seas, through the oceans. So using that, timing that with the, I felt, salvageable shots that we got through Firefly, I felt like I'd got something there. Throw in a few transitions and, well, we got something, we made something. But before I play that, I'm going to play you once again the AI trailer that somebody got paid. Gotta have been 100 grand for this trailer. Gotta have been. They got paid possibly up to 90 grand, and there was at least 10 grand. I would imagine even more spent on this trailer. Watch. That's why.
ARK has brought you 10 years of unforgettable adventure. All of those journeys, those fights for survival, have been leading to this. Are you ready? A whole new world is waiting.
Being the most disliked trailer I've seen in a long time, with 39,000 dislikes versus 900 likes. That was a day or so ago, and that's ramped up even more with over 426,000 people watching this trailer that didn't even need the AI generation. ARK sells itself through the images of the map that you're planned to play on. You don't need somebody talking over the top of it, although then again, maybe you do when you're not showing anything that's related to the game, right? Somebody giving a jabby to a crystal. Come on, man. An octopus just appearing out of nowhere. Some dude decided that his feet would turn into flippers as he swam through some bizarre undersea biome. I just can't get over that this got cleared by somebody out there. Apparently not the lead developer of Snail Colorado, Matt Cole, who dropped in an interview with Pocket Tactics to explain that the marketing department used still images of some of our assets to create an AI animated trailer. That was not part of the development team. We did not know they were doing it. Lies. Or if it's not lies, come on with the leadership, man. You've got to approve this stuff. Why are you not approving this stuff? How are you letting a marketing team running free with your product that's displaying whatever you don't know on your main YouTube channel? It's there. Somebody said, oh, this is wonderful. Let's not mention to the game devs about our fantastically created AI monstrosity. Let's just put it out there. Why not, right? I mean, you know, Snail is eager to point out that it's not used any AI development tools when making the expansion, and the trailer doesn't reflect the finished product, but somebody cleared this. I don't know. I fail to believe this wasn't checked in with the team. Somebody must have seen this from the game development team and gone, oh, what a great idea, man. Let's completely falsely sell our product to everyone out there. But anyway, drum roll please. And again, bear in mind, I didn't get paid 90 grand to make this. I made this in a few hours. And again, I don't support AI, but I wanted to see what you could do with AI using the very limited resource screenshots that we got that the marketing team of Snail Games should have done instead of just going wild with anything that goes. So, enjoy. And I'll let you be the judge of what you think sells ARK better, right? Again, it's still not an accurate representation of what I imagine ARK Aquatica would be, but It's better than this. Insanely paid pile of doo-doo. But I'll say this, even if you think it's better than the AI generated trailer, it's still a pile of crap. It's still nowhere near as good of what these production teams that go into the game and fill some proper set pieces actually do. Don't do this. Don't use it. Please, please don't ever let us see AI generated trailers for games anymore. Crying out loud. My name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, peace out.